It's Deprogrammed, the podcast where we're going to try to get you into a band. We've done all the work for you. All you have to do is listen. It's really that simple. By the end of the day, you should be a Cyndi Lauper fan. My name's Justin, and I'm your humble host. You know, I still haven't figured out how to introduce myself, Jody.
Well, that probably wasn't it. Yeah. But it's okay, because it happened.
Yeah, it's happened, and there's nothing I can do about it now.
Well, there is things you can do about it, but you're not going to.
No.
No.
I could write one or produce one beforehand.
Or you could just re-record the opening.
Yeah.
No. Why would
Edit
I do that?
in post.
Hey,
No.
You don't edit.
Just no. Well,
Every now and then.
every now and then I kind of have to.
Have to.
Re-morphine, re-filter, re-Alice in Chains. Thankfully, you handled most of filter.
Yeah.
That voice you heard was Jody. The other voice, Jennie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You're here.
I am here.
I had
My
questions.
brain is still in the stratosphere somewhere, but I'm physically here.
All right. And also joining us, very quiet in his corner, Bryan Lewis.
I'm also not here. But that's for every time I'm here.
I feel like we're
Never
all
really
kind of
want to be
halfway here. We're here in mind, body, and spirit.
I think
but
all of us together, we make two people.
So
Yeah.
we're here in the house halfway, so it's a halfway house?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
that's
Hey,
the way I
cool.
like to think about my house. For
Cool.
sure.
Yeah, I just want drugs now.
Oh, great. Great.
Anybody have any
I'm
drugs?
I've got drugs. That'll blow your mind tonight. Okay. Frogs references right off the bat.
Different episode.
Different episode, which I probably have to come back
What episode
to.
is this? What are we doing?
Cyndi Lauper.
Lauper.
And you can listen to Cyndi ahead of time. You can listen to anything I've done. Patreon.com/oh hi Justin. Gotta ram that in there, right at the top.
That's what she said.
Hey, Jennie, I think, was Cyndi Lauper your idea?
I think so.
I think you plopped it up there, and then the same group that did ELO was like, yeah, let's all do that one too.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
We have nothing better to do.
Unfortunately, today that is not correct. We all have other things to
Yeah.
do, but
I have really important shit to do
anyway.
today.
it happens. But what is it about Cyndi? Why did you want to bring her to the forefront?
She's pretty much been my idol since I was tiny.
I get that.
Yeah, I was going to say, literally anybody who's ever met me, anybody who's ever seen me can probably tell that I'm a Cyndi Lauper fan. She's just kind of my idol. So I had to.
So, Jody, you jumped on next, I believe, when Jennie put it out there.
Yeah.
Where do you fall? What's your relationship with Cyndi like?
Well, that's personal, Justin.
Oh, okay.
And I need to get her permission to talk about that in public. But outside of that, I grew up with her musical beginnings. I am part of the original MTV generation, so I grew up with that. I watched the Moon Man loop on launch day of MTV. So Cyndi Lauper has been a part of my childhood since she showed up.
Mm-hmm. So just ingrained, really. Yeah. So Bryan, I don't want to. It doesn't. After listening to the discography, it doesn't necessarily shock me that you're into Cyndi Lauper. But
I'm really gay. Yeah.
You're straight, but you make no case for it.
I would never call myself straight.
It's really hard these days,
I
isn't
really
it?
don't appreciate
the way
labels,
they behave.
man. I came here to have a good time.
The way they
Now you're
behave.
fucking persecuting me.
Sorry, but talk to me about Cyndi Lauper.
Like Jody, just been a part of my whole life. Being a child of the 80s, she was just there. I got more into her later on because I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of She's So Unusual, her first record. That being said, I love that record. It just at the time it wasn't like I got into her more from the Goonies and the theme song, which is not on this list because I guess you guys just hate me. So she does not like that song, so she just distanced herself from that song. But I love that song, and that's what got me into her. And also growing up watching wrestling,
Yep.
she was a part of that too.
Oh,
so it
yeah.
was like a lot of crossover for
She
Cyndi Lauper.
was, yeah.
I just
absolutely.
like odd ladies who talk about masturbating. It's great. I'm really into it.
It is true, and I like because I never got into her. I obviously know who she was for the same reasons. You know, I watched MTV and I watched wrestling, so she was in my life, but I never did the dive. I never listened to her music past the hits. I never actively pushed play on a Cyndi Lauper song. But I never also, if one came on, I never turned it off either.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I never actively sought her. So it was nice to finally dive in and kind of hear what she's about. And just a lot. Fun is a word you're going to hear a lot today, I feel like, especially early on.
Yeah.
A lot of fun records.
I think I came to the wrong place then.
It's okay, Brian. We'll drag you into the fun and we'll make you hate it.
Fucking friends like these, man.
So let's walk through the process of elimination, Jenny. How did you come up with your 20?
So I originally started out thinking that this was going to be really difficult. I was going to have like 50 songs and have to narrow it down, and I was going to agonize over it. Turned out it actually wasn't that hard. When it came to like making my first round of cuts, it was kind of easy. I look at it, and I'm going to go ahead and give you spoilers. I feel like kind of a poser looking at this list, but I stand by it.
You sound like a real big fan right now.
Yeah.
Very meticulous in their work. Jody, what was 20 like for you?
Exactly that. Like exactly 20. I went first pass and I hit 20. And
That's insane.
I wasn't expecting that to be the case because I went into it knowing I was going to feeling like I was going to have to be picky in order to not have a crazy list. And apparently I was just the right amount of picky because I ended on 20 and I confused myself.
Because usually there's like two or three more rounds.
There's still like 2/3 of the process that I didn't do, and I don't feel like I prepared for this visit.
Oh, well, it's all right though. It's all right. Brian?
Mine was not as easy actually. I had it wasn't too hard, but I had about 25, 26. And I got down to 21, and I'm not going to cut one because technically it's not a whole song, and I'm not going to get rid of it because there's no rules here, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
It's true.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, none of us have it. Like that's what I tell people.
I mean, I really just had to cut every song. Most of my cuts came from A Night to Remember, which is I think is her greatest record. So for me, it was like I added most of that record and had to go, which one of these will I not commit suicide if I cut off this list? And I made the opposite cuts.
Yeah. So in putting my 20 together, like you guys, it wasn't hard to. I collected up 29. I think was my initial number, and then when some of them like from the later records, I just kind of put through because I was like, I want to give it at least a second listen. I didn't necessarily like it, but I didn't hear anything that could make me cut it. So, and I swear, like those last 9 were really not that hard to cut. Other than I definitely roped it in 2 that really don't belong in this conversation, but I could not bring myself to cut them. Like they really don't belong, but they're going to be in this conversation. So yeah,
As long as it makes for good discussion.
Yeah, we'll see. Because it definitely,
Choices.
it definitely just does not belong.
Choices have been made.
It sounds like you feel a way about this.
I definitely feel, and I don't hate the song. I don't think it's one of her best, but like I had to pull it through. I had to.
Okay, and I'm excited to hear what this is.
Yeah, I had a note about it. What's going to make me feel, I don't know, better or worse is if you guys have it. It's like, here I am trashing it essentially. And everybody's like, no,
It's my favorite song.
Yeah, that's the one. Like, oh, okay. Well, the name of the game is Deprogrammed, and we've each, I think we picked 5 records, right, in total?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5 records in total, and it's the first 5 we ran up mid to late 90s, and we've each plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash up against each other in an attempt to come up with the top 10 starter kit for Cyndi Lauper. One other note, 2 songs absolutely, I was very picky with writing credits, and we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
I hate being that kind of
We're
guy.
gonna fight.
I hate being that kind of guy, but
I
like
don't.
it's sometimes like that's part of it, right?
I
Like,
agree.
I think that's an important part, especially with Cyndi.
The thing with her is that she had a lot of writing partners over the years, and a couple producers have written stuff that she sang, they brought to her. So you know how I feel about covers, but that's like a weird gray area for me.
Yeah. And I mean, well, it depends on, that's what I would do. I would weigh it against, okay, well, this song, well, it has her name on it. Whereas this song might technically be better, but the fingerprint is her voice.
Right.
Which is fine. I can understand anybody making the case for it, but like in my stupid hipster brain, I'm like, nah.
Uh oh.
So we're doing this with 20-year-old Justin. Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, and again, I like it just fine. I like all these songs, but just, had a thing. Choices were made. Speaking of choices, my first choice here, and this is not in any way her best song, but it sums up my feelings, especially in the title, about how I feel about her. It's a word that I tie to her forever, even though it doesn't always come out in the music. Fearless.
Nope.
And new.
Off to a great start.
Well, no, and I did that on purpose, but like, to me, that's what she is. Like, that attitude of fearlessness. And
No, I
again,
get
the
you.
song doesn't necessarily... This was a hard choice because, again, I don't think sound-wise it's... clearly, I was way off base with it, but I couldn't let go of that song because I couldn't let go of that word because I thought it was important that... like there's this punk rock fearlessness about Cyndi Lauper, and I think just using that word, it had to be there.
Right. That's a valid point. And like that's kind of the thing that I love about her so much is that she's always been so individual and not afraid to just be herself. And that's why she's my idol.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Did that move that or oh shoot, that moved that, didn't it? Did something just show up in the trash over there? Okay. That's all right.
The garbage.
The garbage. I'm going to write it here too. I did that wrong. It's supposed to copy, not move. All right. 0 for 1. Bryan?
Oh, man. I just hit play on mine by accident. Let's go. My favorite Cyndi Lauper song, I think, All Through the Night.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. I don't, but you all do. So it moves over to the conversation.
It's okay to be wrong, Justin.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I am quite often, as you all know this.
I mean, you chose us to be on here, so yeah, clearly.
So you started out wrong.
All right. Let me know how that works over there with the screen, if it helps at all.
Yeah, let us know.
Looks good.
Oh, must you pay attention to this? Oh, great.
It's
Yes.
fine.
See, now you guys can see the thing. With
I
the
just
thing.
like seeing your stuff in the trash. That's great. It's a nice visual.
Jeez.
That's how it's
Right.
going to
You
work.
really
fun
are going
already.
to fight today.
That's how it's going to go today. All right, Jenny?
I am also fearless.
I think for my first pick, I need to follow my heart and other body parts and go with She Bop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo.
It was a last minute ad, actually. Like, I like that song because I'm a fucking pervert. But it's not. I like a lot of more album cuts. But
Yeah.
I don't like to have like a greatest hits record on my shit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, out of all the songs about masturbating in the 80s, which there were a lot,
Yes.
I have a compilation called The Masturbaties that I made.
I believe this.
Not a lot of women talk about rubbing one out.
Right.
So, mad respect, girl.
So it
You
got
do
in?
you. Yeah, it's in.
Hey!
Yeah. Actually, the name of my
picked that
list
wrong,
is
too.
called She Pop.
So did that move to the right place? I can't see it.
Yep.
All right, so unanimous. It's in. I also moved it. God damn, stop. All right, Jody.
All right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way because if we're gonna play a cover, we're gonna play the most blatant cover ever. But it is my favorite version of this song. Close second would be the Dixie Cups versions. Iko Iko. I love the way she did this song.
I don't have
Yeah.
it.
Don't have it.
I don't have it.
I didn't expect anybody to have it. I just wanted to say that was my favorite version of this song, and I had my opportunity, and here I am saying it, and I'm okay with none of it.
Look at us taking chances out here, Jody.
Oh, I knew it was going to fail. There was
Yeah,
no chance.
that's what I mean, yeah.
That was a guarantee.
Fearless.
You're brave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move that there.
You're like the Lizzo of this podcast right now. Brave.
And that goes there. And I'm just talking into the mic as I do things, so that's fun.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to move back to the front here with songs that I think actually might stand a chance.
Whoa.
I know, right? You know what? This one might be middle of the road, but I could not get this song out of my head when I came across it. Let me find it in my... Oh, you know what? I don't have many notes on it. Just out the gate with the hook. It was strong. It felt good. It felt right. Product of Misery.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey,
I think you can tell by the title. I like that song.
Yeah.
She's
Say,
just a
like that title
product
stands out to
of
me.
It's like a Bryan
misery.
anthem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It fits, like it's got the attitude, it's got the feel, like the song is completely appropriately titled, even though obviously it's the hook as well. It's just top-notch stuff. Did I just move that again? I don't know. Is it there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to keep asking, but where did I put it?
I'll just
God
give you a
dang
signal.
it. I moved it instead of copying. All right, Brian.
Okay. Let's go. This is one of those gray areas for me. It's I Drove All Night, which I love that song. It was originally intended for Roy Orbison, who did record it, but did not release it until posthumously in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So neither of those artists wrote that song, but she had the technical first version of that song, and I love both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen to that song a lot when I'm driving late at night to go have some midnight rendezvous.
And you drove all night to get
I
there?
did, yeah. I drove all night to Shebop. But yeah, I love that song. It's a great song.
I don't have it.
I have it.
Hey.
I do as well.
Oh.
And I have had long distance relationships and can definitely relate to this song. One long time one that was she lived in Buffalo, so that's a bit of a trek from here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have definitely felt this song.
All right. Moves that over to the convo. All right. Jenny?
I'm gonna go with the title track to "Hatful of Stars."
Yep, got it. She's such a great balladier.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have that as well.
Hey,
nice.
we are floating right along here. We all float on, all right? Is that how that goes?
I think so. Something like that.
Create the cod and move it over. Eventually, I'll not have to say what I'm doing.
What do these color codes mean?
That's just the album,
Oh,
which
okay.
album it's on, and a way to organize. So we've got 3 through. That's good.
Yeah.
Shebop, Product of Misery, Hatful of Stars are in.
And
All
only
through
one of
them.
them is a single. That's great.
Yeah. All right. Jody.
All righty. Let's see. Well, I think probably my favorite song of hers. Probably just period. Yeah, maybe if I don't count the Memphis Blues album. Time After Time.
I got it.
Yep.
It's one of those ones where I wouldn't want to put on that, but it's such a great fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful song. And it's on there. It's all the way through.
Wow.
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 I've heard it so much in my life. It's one of those songs where I could never listen to it again, but I also want to listen to it every day too. At the same time. It's a weird,
Absolutely
weird
understand
dichotomy for me.
Let me, so we are we're doing really well. Way better than I thought, especially after the way we started. Wow.
Yeah. That's because you were so fearless and brave.
I was so fearless.
Yeah.
Brave even. All right. Let me. Where do I want to go? What do I feel strong about? Okay, you know what? I'm going to go here. I'm going to go with very strong Cyndi voice. My First Night Without You.
Yep.
Yes.
God, that fucking record is great.
I know, right?
That to me is the quintessential record. Like, I know that She's So Unusual is going to be her defining record probably
Yeah.
her entire career, but that record right there, that shows off how great of a singer
Yeah.
she is,
Mm-hmm.
how great of a songwriter she is. Just a great record.
I think that album was the one that I had the hardest time making cuts from.
I had every song from that record originally in my first listen to make cuts. So
I don't have it, but it was like I knew I was going to cut it. I knew I was going to cut it, and I didn't want to have to cut it.
yeah,
So I just didn't put it in.
that's fair. Yeah,
All right, let me. So it goes to the conversation. And That means Jenny, right?
Sure. I'm gonna go with a personal pick right now. Just one that I just like right now. I don't want to be your friend.
I can understand that. I feel you there.
Did I put enough stank on that one?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go a little bit more if it's not obvious enough.
And I have that one as well.
Okay.
I have that one
Good.
as well, and it also applies to every one of you. No, that's one of those songs that she did not write either. It was written by Diane Warren, but she has the first recorded version of it. It has been recorded by other artists since then, but she definitely was the first one. So.
Let's see. I do not have it, but it goes over to the conversation. It's got to be a more efficient way for me to do this, I assume. So just a quick rundown. Four in the conversation. That seemed about right.
Yeah.
I have it 3 in and 4 in the conversation. Or did I miss something?
She bought Product of Misery, Hat Full of Stars, and Time After Time. We're unanimous.
Well, then I have it the wrong way around. That makes sense then. Carry on.
All right. Jody.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and clear out what I have for a night to remember. Heading west.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, sorry.
It was a cut that I added back on.
You know what? For me, it was one of those ones that I couldn't bring myself to cut. Like I didn't have anything strong to say. I need that, but it was not one of those ones that I could just easily throw away either. I kept coming back to it. I'm like, no, this I like this.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
For me, it was the matter of like I literally just can't have every song from this record on here, so I have to cut something.
Well, and then
I was like, you know what? Those last 2 records, that was great, so I'm gonna cut those.
Yeah.
I'm heading west without the sad goodbye was the line that officially did it for me. I was like, no, this one's in. All right, so that one goes to the convo, yes. And move that there. Because 3 out of 4 ain't so bad. Yeah, this is compelling radio. Compelling pod. I'm sorry.
What's a radio?
I don't know.
Isn't that what Joe Biden was telling people to listen to? You get the talking pictures,
I thought that was a phonograph.
the phonograph.
You know what? I'm going to throw this one out here because this is the one that has no business being in this conversation
Okay.
at all. Like, no, it doesn't.
Oh.
But
I'm going to have it. I just know it.
I had to.
Okay.
So my note here is, come on, yeah, is immediately a turnoff. That's how the song starts. I'm like, no, I don't want this. Come on, yeah. And then the pseudo whisper sexy thing she's trying to do does not work for me. But her voice when she sings Say a Prayer, I'm like, holy fuck, that's good. The whole rest of the song, nah, I don't want it. But I could not deny her voice when she's singing that one part. So I know I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Say a prayer.
I had no problem denying it. So
No.
I have it.
Hey! Jody's like,
Wow.
you son of a bitch.
You bastard. You disrespecting
Plot
Cyndi
twist.
like that.
No, like, I don't know. I kept coming back to it, and I'm like, I don't know that this is one, like, to me, getting in the conversation is one thing, but if we get down to the 10, I think that's an easy one to cast aside, to be frank. We'll see what we have.
Frank's not here.
Nope. She's in England. Copy card. So that was me. Bryan.
okay. Let me do. I don't think we've done anything from this record yet. Change of Heart.
I have that one.
I do as well.
Me too.
Wow.
We are halfway there already. Wowzers, McTavish. Create card. Move card. All right, Jenny.
I'm gonna go with Money Changes Everything.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
That's 3. Now, this is, again, one of those gray areas for me. I looked into it. it's a cover.
Yeah.
It's just that song isn't known by like anybody. So it was like, do I cut it? But then I think about just the line, money changes everything. In a way, when you look at her discography as a whole, well, especially those early ones, you could tell, like, I don't know, it feels like a lot of record label influence, especially in those 90s records where it's like, no, you have to stay relevant. You have to have these 90s
Yeah.
sounds.
You have to have the record scratch and the hip hop beat.
Just like with Say a Prayer. It's like, no, you have to do like the whisper sexy thing. Like
Right.
you have to. Madonna's doing that. You got it.
Right.
And, you know, money changes everything.
Right.
Like I find like all the ones that I lean more towards are the ones that aren't as poppy, especially like in the later stuff, in the early stuff. There's no denying it. But
I saw her live at the Portsmouth Pavilion or whatever the hell it's called a couple years ago, and she did the whole She's Unusual.
Yeah, I know. I
from
saw
start
you
to-
there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I?
You were just too far away from me to actually get your attention. Oh, no, you were behaving like you.
Okay, well then no. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, she starts out with that song, and it's just like, I love that show. I mean, it was one of those things that like she kind of fell off my radar for a little bit, and I saw her live, and I was like, man, I forgot how much I love this woman. Like between every song, she's telling stories, and like you get so much of her personality in a live show. So
3 out of 4. There we go. That was Jennie. So Jody.
Let's see here. I think the title of this was resonate with our tenuous friend Bryan over there.
Our resident sad boy.
Yeah. Love to hate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
course
that
it
was
is.
in my first round.
I got it.
Any song that has any love to hate you or love to hate anything, I probably like it. So
But do you have it?
I do, yeah.
So 3 out of 4 goes to the combo.
Everybody, this is how you play the game. This is the game part right here.
You play your
play-
audience.
Yep.
Yeah.
You play with the panel you're with.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you have to bring that to the studios. All right. You know what? I'm going to get this other cover out of here too, because it got through. I never would have guessed it. I mean, when you listen to it, it's got his fingerprints all over it. So no shit, it's a Prince song. When You Were Mine.
Yeah.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
No.
Okay, 2 though. My note, literally, I know, but it's Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we were doing Prince, it would have been on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I mean, I had Money Changes Everything in here, which goes against my cover thing, but I can't do a Prince cover.
Okay. No, I get that. Yeah. That's just what made it undeniable for me.
Yeah.
Is like she's doing a Prince cover well. Like it fits within her sound and I dig it.
Yeah,
So,
it's good. I just
I don't know.
I felt like I would not
Covers
be
are
true,
murky areas.
true to her discography and to myself, like my choices if I did it just on the basis of the fact of being a cover. So I was like, I have to do it. Even if it pisses Bryan off, it's fine. I don't care.
I mean, you never know what's gonna piss me off, honestly.
You never know what's going to piss you off.
You know what? That's absolutely true. I'm not in control.
All right, so I just want to bounce this off you guys. I think we're 5 still. She Bop, Product of Misery, Hatful of Stars, Time After Time, Change of Heart. Right?
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay. Bryan?
Let me go. I guess we'll do. Did we do my first time with that? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Like a cat.
Like a cat, huh? Nope.
Yeah.
Mainly, I did it for the male backing vocals of the cat purr. Really
Makes
into
sense.
that. I was really into it.
All right. I'm making sure. Into the trash it goes.
That's cool.
Trash.
Fucking dog people, apparently.
We don't have a
Oh,
lot
hell
of
no.
trash, oddly. We don't have a lot of trash here. All right, Jennie?
All right, I'm going rogue. I don't give a shit.
Uh-oh.
The Goonies theme song.
God damn it.
You
See,
should have.
sometimes you have to
I should have put
followed
it on
your
my
heart.
list.
Sometimes you have to follow your heart.
Well, then, yes. Then I had it on my list, too. Edit that part out.
The Goonies theme. I'll put that over into.
I meant to even ask you if we could just add that one.
I mean,
to the list.
so anybody who's listening to this now and plans on being a panel member, as long as it's not we're looking at 11 albums like PJ Harvey, please don't try to make me add more songs to 11 albums. But something like 5 albums like Cyndi, where it's an easy breezy listen, sure, absolutely. Say, no, I think we need this in the conversation too. So that's directed to you, Bryan, and anybody who plans on being a panel member in the future.
I seriously considered asking to put Memphis Blues on our in what we're going to do, but then I realized that if I did that I would just walk in here with Memphis Blues and a few stragglers. I'm like, we're not going to do that to myself.
So let's see. That goes to the conversation. 204. Not bad. And put that there. So it should be over there now. All right. Jody?
Let's do this. We'll title track this, and it'll clear out this album for me. True Colors.
Yep.
I don't have it.
It's a hugely popular song, but it has it's like a theme to one of my closest friendships. So I'll never not love that song.
This is where I was talking about being a hipster. No writing credit for. I couldn't get over that. I was like, I love this tune. I think it belongs in the conversation. But like when I looked and saw she didn't write it, it was a turnoff.
Yeah.
Fucking hipster.
Hey, at least I'm admitting it. You know, I know what I've done.
Yeah, I'm not a hipster at all.
I know what I've done here.
Yeah, you don't like anything.
Exactly. You know what? I'm so hipster. I own a TV.
Yeah. Wow.
That's insane.
I think sometimes records sound like shit.
All right. We're still swimming right
Taking
along
CD masters and just pressing them straight to vinyl. What the fuck is wrong with you?
If you record something in digital, it does not sound better in analog. That's just audio science, everyone. Sorry.
It's true. It's
only if you
damn
record
true.
something in analog does it sound better in analog.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All right.
Read a book, hipsters.
If you need one, I have plenty.
We have a lot of Dean Koontz here if you need some reading material.
You wanted to get disturbed.
Yeah. All right. So my
Are
turn.
we doing Disturbed now?
Well,
No.
we could.
We switch- You know what? Since
There's the list. Done.
Since we're
prick.
there, again, I didn't take any notes on this one. I don't know why I couldn't cut it. I don't know how it made the list. Primitive.
I have that one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Felt like I was alone on that one.
I looked at that one to cut it like at the last minute, and I listened to it again, and I was like, no, it's too goddamn enjoyable.
I'm sorry, which song are we doing?
Primitive.
You know what? That was one of the cuts I made.
Okay. The fact that anybody else had it actually genuinely shocks
It was
me.
definitely on there.
So, not as much as Say a Prayer, but for sure. All right. So move that over to the conversation. And Bryan.
All right. Let's do... Maybe He'll Know.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's cool. Maybe he won't know.
Maybe
Only
he knows.
if you tell him.
Yeah. Maybe he knows, but let me throw that in the trash where it belongs. Right,
Yeah.
right in the trash.
I'll just go there myself. Have all these great songs you guys don't like.
I like them all, but I can't put them all on the list.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, I did.
All right, Jenny.
I'm gonna go with "Who Let in the Rain." It's another one of her ballads that I just love.
I only didn't have it because it was like I felt like I was doing all ballads for some of these songs.
No.
I don't have it either.
What? I love that one.
Into the trash. Into the trash with your love.
Well,
Oh,
thanks.
that's a little poignant.
Triggered.
Oh,
Damn.
I did not mean that.
Wow,
How it sounded.
Sure
I'm
you
surprised
didn't.
I didn't bring it to that low. That's impressive. You are fearless, sir.
Indeed. All right, Jody.
I've been holding on to this one. And I'm surprised nobody else has done it just simply to be the one to do it. Girls just want to have fun. Or so I hear.
It's
That's all we
true.
really want.
Is it true?
It's true.
Is that-
Absolutely.
that's all they want?
Generally, I mean, for me, I can't speak for all of them, but they're dumb, so.
If Shebop's any indication, they do want to have fun.
Yes, see?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I do not have it. That's true.
Nor do
I honestly don't really care for that song. If you had to ask me what my least favorite Cyndi Lauper song was, I might say that song.
No, I get that.
Eh.
I don't.
It's the fun part, isn't it?
That's because I'm a man and I just can't relate to it.
These girls are having fun. This is preposterous.
Please mansplain the song.
Rabble. I know you think you're having fun, but actually,
Well, actually. All right, so
I did have it.
You
Yeah.
did?
I didn't want to be the one to jump on the grenade, so.
Oh, well,
Tuesday.
there you go. I
Yeah.
got you.
Of all of her singles, all of her like hit songs, that's probably the one that I'm the most tired of.
yeah.
But again, like, how can you talk about Cyndi Lauper without talking about that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So.
I do think it's an accurate representation sound wise. So, like, I can understand it being in a conversation, but I think between Oversaturate, like, that's the one pretty much that still lives. So, like, you still hear it pretty frequently. And I don't know. To be honest, I liked Shebop better. Like, for me, it was between the two. And I was like, well, I'll take Shebop all day, every day.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
I'm always going to go with masturbation at the end of the day.
all right. My turn, right? Let's do a recap here real quick before. We're still at 5. Shebop, Product of Misery, Head of Stars, Time After Time, Change of Heart, which that's a solid start. And I think we've got like 13 through the conversation, so these next cuts are going to be fun. I'm going to come back to her voice again, like some of the later records, like the stuff where she took chances. She was a bit fearless, as it were, was the stuff that I enjoyed the most. Dear John.
I got that.
A narrow miss from my list.
Also, narrow miss for mine.
Okay, well, it's got 2. I'm with that, but like just that, Dear John, like she just
Wow, you got the voice of an angel.
on crack.
That just enhances it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've never smoked crack before, but I imagine it like makes things. You know, girls do want to have fun. You should do crack, maybe.
Crack. Yeah, crack whores,
I appreciate that word of wisdom from Norm.
Comes over to the conversation there. All right, Dear John, 2 of 4. She ain't bad, so I hear. All right, Bryan.
I'm gonna completely miss on this one, and I don't care. I'll kiss you.
I got it.
Oh wow.
Nope.
Yeah.
So now
Cool.
you guys can kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Sweet.
No, I like that one. I could. It was again one of those ones where just I couldn't.
I felt like I had to cut it, but I was like, I can't though.
I mean, it's her sound.
Yeah.
I think ultimately that's what I kept coming back to, is especially with those early records, I wanted her sound. Sometimes Shebop, like it's like that's her sound and also her attitude. There's those instances, but a lot of the early ones was I need the sound correctly. So, all right, I'll Kiss You moves over to the convo. Hopefully I did that shit right. I was talking and not paying attention. All right, Jenny, I'm down to my last 5 here.
Yeah, I'm running kind of low too.
Yeah, I'm pretty low as well.
I think I'm gonna go with one from Sisters of Avalon, which was my favorite of her later ones. Felt like that was the one where she sounded the most like herself. The one before it, I'm blanking on the name.
Full of Stars, right?
Yeah, that one I felt like it was a little bit more formulaic 90s pop. Anyway, so from Sisters of Avalon, Searching.
I have that.
Hey.
Wow.
I have the opposite opinion about that record, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's a very product of its time. Like, it just sounds like a Lilith Fair record.
I can see
know,
that. Yeah.
I get you.
Both of the later
you're
ones
right.
definitely were like that. I kind of like Sisters of Avalon a little bit better.
It sounds like a Sarah McLachlan record, but I like Sarah McLachlan records, so I don't want
It's
to listen to
not
somebody
really a problem.
who's
right?
not Sarah McLachlan.
All right. Into the convo it goes, though. All right, Jody.
Oh, well, since we're in Sisters of Avalon, Fall Into Your Dreams.
Yep.
I do have that one.
I do not.
Again, Justin, it's okay to be wrong. Just embrace the wrongness.
As I so frequently am nowadays. As I so frequently am. All
It's a
right.
very uplifting show.
You're right. All right, my turn.
Yeah, huh?
You know what? I'll stay on that record. That it's the only one I have left from it. Where's my notes for it? You don't know.
Ooh, same here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nope.
that's my last one from that record.
Okay, well we got two. We got two, Brian. You don't have to feel too bad about
That's cool. I'll kiss you.
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Conversation. It goes. And Brian?
All right. Someone like me.
Is there?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. Fortunately for the rest of the world.
I don't have that song.
I don't either.
No, me neither. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Used to being alone.
Jesus.
Let me just go ahead and put that in the trash so it can accurately depict how Brian feels right now.
Thanks, Mom.
Right there. Trash.
In the trash. Jenny.
Calm inside the storm.
Yep.
Yes.
Almost, but no.
Damn.
Damn. All right. Make a copy of that. Jody.
All right, I'll close out that starry hat with broken glass.
Nope.
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 Fine. I'm wrong.
Again, happens, doesn't it?
A lot.
Wait a second.
And then I closed my mouth.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey-o. Throw that in the trash where it belongs. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, I can't see. The monitor's not
Actually,
facing
you
me.
would. You probably would throw broken glass in the trash. So that works out.
That's
That works on different
actually,
levels.
Yeah.
Good idea. You wrap it in paper or something
Yeah.
first.
You don't want to get any cuts.
No.
You know?
Right?
I mean,
Maybe
we do
you
enough cuts.
I don't know.
Enough of my childhood. Okay. That's why I never wear shorts.
Laughing at your pain.
All right. I'm down to my last three here.
Painful soup.
Yes.
Painful soup. My only note here is I love her voice on this song. Boy Blue.
No.
Nope.
Yet.
At this point, the trash is where things belong.
And we have more in the trash than we do in the conversation. Or, I'm sorry, in the through list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Into the trash.
I feel like we're not doing too bad though, as
No,
far
we're
as
really
trash.
not. We're really not.
You know what? The trash list is still pretty good though.
Yeah.
You ain't
Yeah.
kidding. All right, Brian.
All right, I have 3 left. Well, 2.5 left. Feels Like Christmas is not should be a song that I would like because I hate Christmas.
Well,
I think it's
you're
the
gonna
feels
feel like
part. I think
feel
it's the
like
feels
Christmas right now with the hate and all that because
Yeah. No.
Part. That's
No.
cool.
No.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Like that
problem.
pony I never got.
we're
Glad I could help.
we're just trying to help you out here.
You want to go to the store and
Keep
get cigarettes and not come back to you, Justin?
Let's not make a big deal out of it.
Well, I'm sorry, you're a hipster. Do you want to go to the store and get vapes and not come back? Go get a Juul. Get Juul Lung.
Oh yes,
That just sounds cool.
go
Juul
ahead.
Lung.
let's go ahead and
Yeah.
ban those, please. Oh jeez,
Yeah,
I did that. I didn't mean to. It's okay.
that's
It
All
okay.
right, Jenny.
It's an epidemic.
Indeed.
4 white people have died.
Yeah. Terrible. My last one actually, Night to Remember.
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh.
All right, Jody.
All right, and this is the last one I have on my list. And looking into to confirm what I thought the meaning of this song was, I ran into some interesting wordings in the interpretation, not so much the interpretation itself. Because to me, it was pretty clear what the song was about. And I think maybe the wording that I kept running into was a product of the time the song was released. Because, in my opinion, the song is clearly about a trans woman who is presenting male during the day, goes to work, and then at night becomes herself and goes out to be in the world who she is. All the descriptions I could find switched back and forth between referring to the subject of the song as a cross-dresser or as a drag queen. Clearly wasn't a drag queen because there was no discussion about the subject of the song performing.
Right.
just being. So I'm thinking that the descriptors were largely a product of the time that the song was released, but let's just say I have my connections
Right.
with the song.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the song?
I didn't say, did I?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
Ballad of Cleo and Joe.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
yeah, I started in the back end and didn't come forward. Yeah.
I don't have
There's a
that.
joke in there.
Yeah.
I don't have it. It was kind of a late cut for me.
Yeah.
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 I
And
didn't
for me,
expect
again, it sounds too much like a mid '90s sounded like record for me.
Yeah.
Like that song specifically.
Yeah. No, I
It's that's like her damn. I wish I was your lover, basically, because it has the same like. I just don't like that record very much.
yeah.
It's not her fault, you know.
But you're going to blame her anyway?
Yeah, of course.
Money changes
'cause
everything.
I'm a white male. It's always a
That's
woman's
what
fault.
you do.
Yeah,
Well,
All right,
I'm done
so-
here.
I get really political in this show.
I know, right?
You
Jody-
were supposed to.
Can we talk about masturbating again?
Always. You said that cleared you out,
Yep, that's it.
and Jenny's cleared
I'm
out.
done.
All right, so I'll bounce my two off of you and see what we got here. Insecurious.
Yes, thank you.
Really?
Fuck yes,
That
thank
was a
you.
really late cut. In fact, I was just looking at that thinking, like, why didn't I have that one?
All right, that one out of left field there. I'm with it though. Oh come on.
I think I was trying really hard to balance the albums as best as I could, and I was
Yeah.
like, I had too many from Night to Remember, and I was like, well, all right.
It's still the one I have the most from.
All right, well, you've got 20 in the conversation, and my last one is 911.
No, but I almost did though.
All right, what do you got left, Brian? You want to clear it out?
It's not really a song. It's fucking cool because I like when people do like fake ragtime music, like Queen did it on Night at the Opera. He's so unusual.
I seriously considered putting that one
Yeah,
in. I
same.
really did.
I was like, I'm
I
gonna put it on
really
there on the 21st. It's not really a song, so who cares?
No, I'm with you. Like I didn't put it on, but I gave it serious consideration. It definitely made my first round.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I went back through, I was like, "This is great," but like, I feel like I can probably put "Say a Prayer" in.
And you did.
Yeah,
I did.
that worked out well for you.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
We made the
terrible.
conversation,
I
so
know. Mine's not even in the conversation, so I'm
Yeah.
just lashing out because I'm hurt.
all right. So we started out hot. We got
did?
well,
Not
we,
you. The rest of us
You-
did. Yeah.
We started out cold. We heated up. Got She Bop, Product of Misery, Hat Full of Stars, Time After Time, Change of Heart, all the way through. And then we cooled off again, except we have a ton in this conversation, like 20
We need to get
tunes.
some stuff from Night to Remember. We have none all the way through.
All right, so hold on. Let me archive this list and get it out of my face. All our other songs. I don't need them. Get on my face. So let's go through what we've got in the conversation. All Through the Night. I Drove All Night. My First Night Without You.
Yeah, a lot of nights.
I Don't Want to Be Your Friend.
At night,
Heading West.
through the night,
Money Changes Everything.
at night,
Say a Prayer.
only at night.
Yeah, before you go to bed.
Love to Hate.
I hate the night. No,
When-
that's a lie.
When You Were Mine.
But at night,
The Goonies.
the Goonies were at night.
Yeah.
True Colors.
They're hard to see at night.
Primitive.
That's the best time at night.
Yeah.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
At night.
Definitely at night.
Yeah.
Dear John.
Well, you left in the night.
Yeah, he did.
I'll Kiss You.
At night,
Probably.
Searching.
through the night.
Insecurious.
I
Every
got nothing.
night.
Yeah.
Fall Into Your Dreams.
Well, it's easy to fall
Well,
at night.
yeah.
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 You
Especially
don't
the
know?
Dream at night.
You don't know?
I don't know anything at night.
Yeah.
And Calm Inside the Storm.
At night.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's like sleep.
the at night is all you need.
Yeah.
So I think that was 20 specific 20 and we need 5. So let me make sure. Yeah, 20. So we need to cut 15 of those. Is there anything
So we're
jumping
going
at
to
it?
play that list against our lists.
Yeah, we'll just, yeah.
Right.
There we go.
I mean, I definitely want All Through the Night. That's my favorite song. But I also want the Goonies as well.
Well, let's see. Was All Through the Night was a 3? Was I the
Yes.
Was I out? Or did I have that? I don't remember.
I definitely had it.
Yeah, I had it.
All right, so the 3 you had it and I didn't.
So then it's cool then because you don't know what you're doing.
Because you're wrong.
Let's pop
Yeah.
that through. That's fine.
definitely want to get some Night to Remember. I would love to have I Don't Want to Be Your Friend on this list. It's like I don't think anyone knows that song besides us fans here.
I mean, I like it, but you know,
I would
let's not make
go
a big deal out of it.
with either that one or I Drove All Night, one or the other.
I would go to bed for I Drove All Night.
Yeah,
Would you feel better about that one?
yeah, definitely.
Over I Don't Want to Be Your Friend? Over or both or...
I mean, I do both, but
Well, I mean, so I drive all night sometimes to be with people that I don't want to be their friends.
Happens.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
sometimes you do it in the morning.
Exactly.
All right, so plop that one through. I Drove All Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final decision.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, wrong. This one. There we go. And I think that gives us 7.
So we need something from Sisters of Avalon. At least one thing.
All right, so what do we got here? Say a Prayer, Love to Hate, Searching, Fall Into Your Dreams, You Don't Know. Wow, we actually got a decent amount through. Maybe we need, let's pick something from that first.
I mean, I think everybody knows I'm going to pick Love to Hate.
Yeah, Love to Hate and Fall Into Your Dreams were 3 of us.
yeah.
I was the only one that didn't have Love to Hate, and it was on my first cut. It was actually my last cut, so I'm fine with it if you guys want to push that one through.
All right, let's do that. Do that. Go Tiger. Do that. Nobody's with me on the major pain? Okay,
No.
No.
it's all right. Sometimes I'm all alone.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. So that gives us 8. All right, so at this point, how do you feel about going ahead and just drop? Do we want to just drop everything else from Sisters of Avalon? We just need the one, right?
I'd be fine with it. Even
Yeah.
though one of those is one of the ones you and I had.
Yeah. I mean, Searching, Fall Into Your Dreams, You Don't Know.
You Don't Know, I think is the one.
Yeah, you don't
and I
know.
had.
I mean, out of those, You Don't Know would be the one I'd be like, maybe. But I feel like we can probably lose Say a Prayer at this point, for
Mhm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose.
Garbage.
It's garbage.
I don't go that far.
Again, try to make these last couple a little easier. Say a prayer into the trash there. So how are we feeling on True Colors at this point? What do we have from that record? Change of Heart.
Change of Heart.
Yeah.
Then True Colors itself was 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one that was out.
I'm down with that.
With in or out True Colors.
I'm down with it being in. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody hasn't heard that song, but it's a great fucking song.
Again,
There's no way you haven't heard Time After Time. That's on the
Right.
list. So
again, my reasons were silly, but I think valid as well. Like just not having the writing credit. All right, put that one through. And what does that give us?
I like to do one more from Night to Remember.
9. All right, we need one more.
Because we have 3 from Unusual, right?
I think we're pretty much done with that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we'll drop When You Were Mine.
We have 2 from Hatful of Stars.
Drop Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
We have 2 from
Drop
True Colors.
Drop I'll Kiss You.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. He's not going to do it now.
That's
apparently.
okay. That's fine. I'm used to that.
All right.
I don't know why I even showed up to this podcast. People aren't going to start kissing. The hell?
I thought we were going to masturbate together.
Well, she Bob.
Could do
Yeah.
both. I mean,
Do you ever hear she did an acoustic version of that song? It's like super fucking sad sounding. It's really fucking great. I love her. Like she did a record where she like covered her own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but like reinterpreted it. Good stuff. I never thought that song about masturbating could sound so sad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I
thought
feel
I
like
was
I'd
the
relate
only
to that
one.
one even better.
I know, right?
That's my specific fetish, actually. I'm like Liam Neeson of women crying while they masturbate.
Oh, jeez. I'm done.
All right, so Dear John can go in the trash just to put us back on track here. Goonies theme, you're out.
What? No.
We only have one left.
Well, then
and you
fuck
said
it.
you
We'll
want a
do
night
that.
to remember,
No,
right?
it's fine. I'd rather have the Goonies through.
You said you wanted something from a
Dude,
night
the
to
Goonies
remember,
never
right?
say die, and you're trying to kill them right now.
Yeah. Some might call that fearless.
If the Goonies are good enough for her, they're good enough for us, okay?
Well, this is important. Like, look at this. What we have left. Are we done with Sisters of Avalon? Just go ahead and drop those.
Yeah.
So really, it's something else from A Night to Remember or the Goonies.
Goonies.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I had the Goonies. I was the one that went rogue and brought it
I know.
up. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
All right. So the Goonies over My First Night Without You. I Don't Want to Be Your Friend. Insecurious. Heading West. Primitive.
I don't know why you gotta fuck with my emotions like this, man.
I don't know.
I am perfectly okay with allowing Bryan to be sad by being happy.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
you're gonna find out.
I don't know what the happy part means.
complex emotions.
So let's drop Heading West and Primitive, right? Let's really narrow this down. My First Night Without You. I Don't Want to Be Your Friend. Insecurious. The Goonies. Insecurious is not getting any love, so really the
I mean,
conversation.
I had it, but
as did I.
Like you said, it's not getting any love.
right, nobody cares about us.
My First Night Without You. I Don't Want to Be Your Friend. The Goonies. One of them survives.
Oh my god.
You had to word it like that, didn't you?
The rest, dead as fuck.
Garbage.
Anyone want to weigh in? Yeah. See,
The show.
this is why you kept going to bat for the Goonies. So let's make it more difficult. Let's really hone in. How deep does your love for the Goonies theme go? You still want
It's
to
my
pick it over
second
those?
favorite song, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, go with it.
I'm leaning towards that one because it's such a fun song, and that, I mean, she was just a fun person, especially
Yeah.
like at that time frame. We have a lot of other
A
ballads.
lot of serious stuff on here. Like,
Yeah,
If we're not gonna have girls just want to have fun on here, we have to have the Goonies then, because they're both fucking
Exactly.
fun songs, and you have to just do it.
Well,
Right?
Do it.
Look, do it. I can't not do that. I do feel like Product of Misery has the feel that My First Night Without You gives me. So, and again, out of those three, the Goonies is the fun one.
Look, a Night to Remember is a sad record, and that's why I love it. And I'm saying, let's go with the Goonies. Let me have something that's not
One
sad
spark
in
of
my
joy.
life.
You want me to spark joy for you here, Bryan?
I mean, you already cut I'll Kiss You, so I don't see how that's going to happen.
All right, let's put the Goonies theme through. Let's do that.
Yay.
That's number 10.
Yeah.
yay!
All right. We've got our 10. Let me slide on over here and read these, and now let's really start heating up.
You understand?
You understand,
I like
if
you
you
had the
will.
little Dusty Rhodes there for a second.
You understand if
I'm
you
going to slide these
will.
over here. We'll start talking about it.
On
The
the
Chinese hand,
superstation.
the black hand, and a white hand sharing the same popcorn. I just got all Harry Carey
Put
on.
your hand in mine, Daddy. I like doing the Ric Flair too. 605 on the superstation. You understand? That's what I like doing. That
This
one
is
too.
relevant because she was like the formation of rock and wrestling
Yeah.
with Cyndi Lauper.
Absolutely.
So, fuck you people who don't like wrestling.
Hanging with Hulk Hogan like all the time.
Yeah.
So here's our 10.
That's because he likes white people.
That's true. Unfortunately.
Exclusively.
Totally racist. And I wish that was. No, he really is.
I heard Ric Flair was racist too.
Well, of course.
He's an old white dude. He's probably racist.
To all you black folk, like that's a famous Ric Flair promo.
Yeah.
I just figured he put some stank on it because he was talking about the greater race, black people. So,
Maybe.
yeah.
All right. So She Bop, Product of Misery, Hat Full of Stars, Time After Time, Change of Heart, All Through the Night, I Drove All Night, Love to Hate, True Colors, the Goonies theme.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
good.
Now, what's the one, Bryan?
They're deer meat headlights.
Shit. You know, I actually didn't even think about that one this time. Fuck.
You weren't considering this.
I would want to say All Through the Night, but I don't think that's I don't.
I'm
think it would be harder for
100%
you
with
to,
you on that one.
Yeah, I think it'd be harder to get into that song if you're not a Cyndi Lauper fan. Fuck.
It's if he had asked me, that's one I was going to give you.
Oh, okay.
So
What are you thinking, Jenny?
I think I would not be a horny feminist if I didn't suggest She Bop.
That's the one I'm leaning.
Those are my favorite kind of feminists.
I was leaning She Bop.
Just use us for our dicks, honestly. That's all we're good for.
Well, some of us.
Some of us have long fingers.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean,
Big banana hands.
She Bop was absolutely the one I was leaning towards. Attitude, sound, content. Like, it's very Cyndi.
Man, here we are. Play my like. Of course, I want to talk about masturbation. Of course, I want to put through a song and say that's the number one with a bullet.
Bzz, bzz.
Yeah, exactly. The silver bullet, actually. Number one with a rabbit.
Yeah.
That's right. I watch Sex and the City, ladies. I know what's up.
So what are we thinking? We gonna go with She Bop, or do we want to go to the dark side, a little sadder, more serious?
Okay, I'm just imagining Dusty Rhodes singing She Bop now. It's making me really happy.
I wish I knew all the lyrics, Daddy. I could at least spit them all out like this. You understand, if you will.
Actually, I want to hear every wrestler I grew up with singing She Bop.
She Bop, you understand, if you will. It's a song about masturbation, Daddy.
It's about self-love.
Oh, if you would have told me we were gonna do Dusty Rhodes talking about
You
masturbation,
should expect it. I mean,
parallel enough, but still, I never would have guessed that.
I could vouch that half of your panel are perverts. So I'm going to give you guys some credit that you're not just complete degenerates like
You know
I are.
something, She Bop, brother.
Absolutely.
I think
I
everybody
probably
in
should
here
be
is
on a list
degenerate.
somewhere. I probably am on a list somewhere.
I probably am too, yeah.
She Bop?
I would, because of Dusty Rhodes, yeah.
Yeah.
Very hesitant.
But yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's do it. She
All
Bop,
right.
number one. Let's run it down one last time. She Bop, Product of Misery, Hat Full of Stars, Time After Time, Change of Heart, All Through the Night, I Drove All Night, Love to Hate, True Colors, the Goonies theme. I like how we have, plenty of fun stuff, but I think, I don't think people knew that. I mean, with her resurgence, you tell that she's singing more quote unquote serious now and not bending to the current trends.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I knew, other than, Time After Time and True Colors, that she dove into like serious songs,
Yeah.
like ballads like that. I was like, I can dig this. So
I think that's why, like, I wouldn't say She's So Unusual is my favorite record, because I think it mislabels her as an artist. I think it's great for the time it was, and obviously my favorite song comes from that record, but that's not who she is as an artist.
yeah,
It's a good introduction to her, but like, she's a great singer and a great songwriter.
that's a really great time capsule record too.
Yeah.
Like, you push play on it and you're immediately, it's the 80s, and it's like, cool. I'm not really an 80s guy, like especially pop music, but roped me in. So I think you're right. Like, it's a great place to dive in and get to know her, and then really start expounding on her on the next record. So we feel good about this then? That's our 10.
Yeah.
She Bop's our number one. All right. Well, I could say all right and, maybe put some Colin stink on it. Patreon.com/ohhijustin will make you feel all right because you're helping me feel all right. That's what I'll say. You get everything I'm doing. In short, this podcast, like 4 other podcasts at least, the return of Bell and Tubbs soonish.
Yes.
Yes.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
Well, most people haven't.
Yes, well, listening is hard.
I wasn't trying to get serious, guys. Jesus.
Well,
Let's think about masturbating again.
that's serious business, Brian.
It is.
Actually, I take it very seriously.
Now, Brian, I think we're finally going to get to do the Lana Del Rey episode over the next couple of
That's
weeks.
cool. Yeah.
It got put on pause because our other panel member lives out of state, and this whole thing right here is kind of throwing that off.
Oh, Jody?
No.
No.
I was helping fix that.
This whole thing right here, this laptop, janking everything up, as it were. But I know you're on a bunch of other ones, but that one will be Black Sabbath. You're on Sabbath too.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun because it's you and Fredo.
I love Satan too.
It's going to be fun because...
What about Black Sabbath?
Yeah, I mean, and anything that talks about Satan
Mm-hmm.
or masturbating, I'm really into it.
Or Satan masturbating?
Oh my gosh,
that's
That's
Brian's
fucking hot.
That's Brian's wet dream.
I need to close the door. There's kids downstairs.
But Black Sabbath will be fun because that's a Fredo sessions.
Oh yeah,
So
he's just gonna call me an idiot.
at some point in the middle of the day, I'm going to be like, fuck this! Because that's what happened last time.
That's why I listened to those episodes.
Yeah. Def Leppard, I blew up because they were hitting me off with the same joke over and over and over again. So that's one way to put it. Amy Mann, I believe. Well, no, I don't think I'd have a panel for that yet, Jenny. But
So at some point, I just started throwing out like every possible name that I could possibly talk about on Deprogrammed, and she was one of them.
I'd be down with Amy, man.
Yeah.
okay, so maybe we'll put Bryan on that panel. I know there's something else. Oh, the shirt I'm wearing,
Oh yeah.
the Two-Man Gentleman Band.
Band.
But we need a third panel member. I can't coerce anybody to do it. It's such a breezy listen. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could get somebody to.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, they're two-man music.
So they're aptly named. Are they also gentlemen?
Absolutely,
Not just a
very
clever name.
dapper.
Well, I'm out then.
One is actually a councilman.
Ah,
Yeah, the other guy's Andy Bean. So, no, it's a romp, and I wish we could get a third person on it because I think it would
Yeah.
be fun. It's a breezy listen. Like, I'd like to get a couple more quick ones like that out of the way before we start diving into John F. sessions. Like I want to do a lot of John F. sessions again, just to kind of get it. I'm talking entirely too much about this, but Fredo sessions, John F. sessions. I know you're on a couple panels. Eventually, we'll get to Train, Jody.
Will we?
Eventually, we'll get to KMFDM,
Maybe.
and eventually, we'll get to Bjork. Now,
Ooh.
Bjork is the one that just
one of those things is not like the other.
Well, KMFDM is a little weird.
Bjork is going to keep sliding down because
I had a feeling.
we can't frame her. Like, we've had the discussion a million times, but our discussion, we can't figure out where to frame her.
What we may have to do, we may just have to random number it
Yeah.
and just let a random number generator decide which albums we're going to do, decide how many albums we're going to do, and let a random number generator decide which ones.
I think maybe getting a fourth panel member on it too. So like if we have four people kind of going, okay, this is. So I think that's the other thing I'm waiting on. More people to kind of help frame her up. And I'm going to put this out here. I don't think I've said it on air. I put Dolly Parton on the list, and nobody's jumped on it yet. I get it. She's got to be framed up. She's got a ton of records.
I'd
But
love to jump on Dolly Parton.
hey,
Who wouldn't?
Oh, the list. Oh, you mean the show?
are you going to masturbate?
I'm, who says I'm not doing it right now? Listeners?
I also want to put this out there. My wife has suggested Sarah Bareilles. I cannot believe nobody will jump on. Like, she's a singer-songwriter.
I don't think and that's my wheelhouse. Like, I love female pianist, singer-songwriters because I like to say pianist a lot. But yeah, I like her, but I never got into her.
Well, obviously I
mean-
haven't either, but
Yeah.
but no, she lives in
Not
that
biblically.
same vein of a Tori Amos, of a Fiona Apple, like more towards like the poppier side.
Let's not go that far.
I just mean like
sir.
sound wise, like and songwriting wise, like she lives in that same area. It's not the same. She's definitely more pop.
Right.
But yeah, Sarah Bareilles, she put out there.
Is Tori Amos on? Have you done that yet?
That's a whole thing,
Is it?
and it's all related to Fredo. Like,
Damn it.
Oh, I would love to hear Fredo talk about Tori Amos.
Well, the problem is, his ex wants to do the Tori Amos episode.
So you're gonna do it then?
Dr. Tim said the same. He's like, "Oh, you gotta do that," and I was like, "I can't." Like, these people are my friends.
I will be there. I will be there. I will be on that.
There are moments that define a person's life, Justin.
my wife wants to do the Tori
your
Amos episode
podcast
too.
could completely become something else. Like
I know.
entirely.
And
Maury.
I could lose two
Jerry
friends
Springer.
from it
Yeah.
too. So it would be getting those two to like actually talk to each other to be able to put that together. Like, it wouldn't happen. Like, I agree ratings wise and like the hilarity that would ensue.
Sell
like,
out, Justin.
It would be insane, but I would absolutely lose 2 friends in the process. So
It's like a song we referenced today. Money changes everything. Ratings changes everything.
ratings equal
Love to
money.
hate.
So I
Yeah.
hear.
You want to get that ad revenue for your podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of. You've signed up for a bunch as well, Jody. Like we talked about Train. I don't know when that's going to happen because James said he wanted to bring his mom on the show for that.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's going to happen, but maybe eventually. And I'll comb through everything just to see where we're all
I
at.
think only people's moms should talk about the band Train. Honestly. That's what their music's made for.
I'm trying to think of
Genuinely like the song Soul Sisters.
what was the other one my wife put out there recently? Cerebrellis and shoot, I'm drawing a blank. Clearly, well, she also put up the Black Eyed Peas too. There was something else. Oh, the Dixie Chicks. I can't get anybody to jump on board for the Dixie
Well,
Chicks
it's because
either.
they all love America and they don't want to do that liberal
right.
shit, man.
You're right. And Spotify only has and I'm saying this because if you're listening, I should hopefully have the Skype machine back soon. So if you're listening to this and you live outside of the local area but would like to be a panel member for either of those, I like doing the show with my wife. It's fun. So help me do that. Thumbs up. I say that. All right, let's wrap it up. Yeah, I'm just kind of going on and on and on about nothing. Cyndi Lauper, learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Yeah.